All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all thanks and praises unto our power, the power of Israel, not the power of any other nation. Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wawakakwadash. Peace, blessings, and much respect to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, on down to the rest of the elders who rule well within Israel. Salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like. Pushing out this purified truth to the rest of the church who believe as well. You men who may not be teachers or prophets, you women, sons and daughters also. The water that means thank you in the Hebrew to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to the cross for the world of Israel and the world of Israel alone, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. All right? A man loves a beautiful woman. Okay? In fact, the woman is the man's glory. But we can't let that get in the way of us doing our job, man. We can't let the beauty of a woman distract us so much that we're not focused on what we're here for, which is to teach the gospel. Because there's fine women everywhere you go. You can't go nowhere without seeing a woman wearing some booty shorts, looking voluptuous, looking real enticing, okay? Just being honest, okay? But see, these women of today, they've been weaponized. So it's really not so wise to put so much time and energy into these women who have been weaponized against you, weaponized against the man, okay? Now, I'm thankful that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai hasn't put me in a position to be dealing with different baby mamas, okay? I'm actually grateful that my children are under the same roof as me, okay? But in society, it's rare when you come across, a couple who actually stick it through. People be giving up on each other out here, man. And a lot of the reason why is because these women have been opened up to so many opportunities outside of the man she's dealing with. She believes she's validated because she has all these different men in her inbox. But even if she was fat, out of shape, ugly, okay, there are still going to be men who are going to puff her mind up, telling her how good she looks. So every woman is capable of getting a man's attention. But these women don't understand that to actually find a man who actually values them is actually rare. To find a man to lay down with him is easy. But really, I guess on this topic, I just want to speak on how a man loves a beautiful woman. But seeing that a man loves a beautiful woman, we can't be weak to that. Okay? We can't fall into that spirit of idolatry to where now you're putting this woman on the pedestal. This woman is becoming your life. Okay? Well, let's jump to the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13 and verse 1. Surely vain are all men by nature, and we're all vain by nature. Okay? We've been subject to vanity. It just comes with the territory of being in these earthly tabernacles, who are ignorant of God, and could not out of the good things that are seen know him that is. Neither by considering the works did they acknowledge the workmaster. See, people are so blind. They'll see the sun, the moon, they'll see the ocean, they'll see people, all these different beasts and insects, all these different creation, and they don't even reverence the Heavenly Father, who's the author of it all. They'll see a beautiful woman and don't even give the Heavenly Father any reverence. They don't glorify the Heavenly Father. They'll make this woman a goddess in his life. Okay? But deemed either fire or wind, or the swift air, or the circle of the stars, or the violent water, or the lights of heaven to be the gods which govern the world. So people are so silly and bugged out. In a lot of cases, they'll reverence the creation more than the Heavenly Father. Okay, the sky is beautiful, but why would you worship the sky and not he who created the sky? Just as with these women, you got some beautiful, good looking women out here. But why would you worship her and not the one who created her? Being Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? Verse 3. With whose beauty, if they being delighted, took them to be gods. Let them know how much better the Lord of them is. For the first author of beauty hath created them. So even when it comes to the beauty of a woman, the Heavenly Father created that. So when you look at beauty itself, beauty, that came from a man. And women like to downplay men and make men as if we're insignificant. But beauty itself came from a man. Okay, even when you look at cosmetics, that came from men. Okay, going back to Egypt. All right. But nevertheless, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, He's the author of beauty. He's the one that should be reverenced. As much as we love beautiful women, we should never let a woman be the reason, or anything for that matter, be the reason of why you're getting lukewarm. Because I love beautiful women. I've always loved beautiful women. Okay? But I also understand that this isn't really the time to be out here trying to seek out a whole bunch of women, man, because these women are evil. Okay? You spend time with a woman, you thinking she's all good. Next thing you know, you laying down with her. All right? You pretty much, performing husbandry. Right? You giving her the plowman. All right? Then she's impregnated. Next thing you know, y'all don't work out. All right? She's sleeping around with different men. She got your kids all around these different men. Because these women of today, they're not very hospitable. They're not very welcoming once you get to know them. You end up finding out, man, this woman is a complete demon. Okay? But always remember, no matter how fine she is, no matter how glorious she looks to the eyes, man, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is the author of beauty. So let's just get that straight now. The Heavenly Father comes before everything and His only begotten Son. Because without them, beauty wouldn't even exist. Okay, so let's go forward to the book of First Ezra. First Ezra chapter 4 and verse 18. Yea, and if men have gathered together gold and silver, or any other goodly thing, do they not love a woman which is comely in favor and beauty? So men go out of their way for a beautiful woman. A man loves a beautiful woman. But seeing that a man loves a beautiful woman, we also have to be aware that it's easy to fall subject or to become a victim to a woman's beauty. We got to have self-control too. All right? I've always been a man who's been into women, just like my dad. My dad, he was known as a ladies' man. All right? He slept around with a lot of different women. Although he did it recklessly, he did it from a worldly sense. He was still about the women. You know what I'm saying? And me, I take after my dad. I like women. The only difference is now in my life, I have a sense of self-control, trying to do things as righteous as possible in a wicked, evil society, as difficult as it is. We have to watch out for our seed, man. We have to watch out who we laying down with, because that little short time of pleasure can turn into a lifetime of pain. All right, you brothers know what I'm talking about. Okay? Yea, and if men have gathered together gold and silver, so men will gather up gold and silver. They'll buy jewelry just to impress a woman. All right, they'll try to save up on money just so that they can spend it on a woman. Go buy a nice outfit just to appease women. Okay? Now me, I don't give a damn how people perceive me, but at the same time, I don't mind looking decent. But I'm also a man. I also know as a man, I should have a roughness about myself. I shouldn't be so into myself that I'm scared to get my nails dirty. Right? I'm effeminate in nature and all that. Or, if I scuff my shoes, my day's ruined type shit. Okay? Like, I like looking nice, man. We all like seeing nice things. Okay? Our house is kind of, or our body is like a house. Just like you may decorate your house, you may decorate your body. Okay, but the beauty itself, which is what entices a man to a woman, that should never be in the way of you doing what's important. We all like looking decent and nice to the eyes, so to speak, man. But many women have victimized men. Men have fell victim to many women. You see a beautiful face, you see that nice body, her high-pitched voice, it comes off like she innocent, man. Many have even died behind these women, have been set up by these women. Okay? A woman will lie and say she don't got a man, and she had a man the whole time, and that man that she had the whole time ends up running down on the other dude. All right? Putting his life in danger, because women can be very treacherous. So as much as men are willing to go out of their way for women, we got to have balls, man. All right? No matter how fine the woman is, she should not get in the way of us doing what we have to do. Okay? Because again, we love beautiful women. We are men. All right? Yea, and if men have gathered together gold and silver or any other goodly thing, do they not love a woman which is comely in favor and beauty? So a man loves a beautiful woman. He'll even become a simp in some cases over a beautiful woman. Okay, men have fell weak behind women. It happened with Adam. It happened with Samson. Okay, and even with the Heavenly Father, he's even showing mercy, because the nation of Israel, when you look at the southern and northern kingdom, the southern and northern kingdom is likened unto two women, the Lord's two wives, and they both committed adultery against him. And he's willing to forgive these women. So, low key, men are naturally forgiven, or naturally forgiving. A man loves his woman. But these women of today, they're very treacherous. They're very evil. You have to be very, very careful, man, because they can ruin your life, man. And I'm not bragging and boasting, but, back in the world, the Lord has allowed me to, sleep with, let's just say enough. I've slept with enough women, okay, to know how they get down, man. Okay? Now let's go to the book of Sirach, chapter 36, also known as the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 36 and verse 22. The beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better. So a man loves a beautiful woman. You might be going through a rough day. Let's say you step outside, hop in the car, drive off, and let's say you going to get some gas. At the pump next to you, you see this fine, thick, beautiful woman, man. She look at you, she smile, you smile back. Just that quick. You know what I'm saying? You went from being angry, now all of a sudden you smiling, you feeling good. You might even go approach her, see what she's talking about. Because we love beautiful women. But we have to understand, as much as we love beautiful women, that's why it's so easy to fall victim to their traps. And we have to be aware of that, man. These women are very treacherous. A lot of them are. Okay? The beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better. Man, a beautiful woman. Kahala Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai for creating the beauty of a woman, for creating these women and their beauty, man. It's unexplainable, man. It's beautiful. But we always have to know, seeing that we love it so much, that's why we also have to keep a guard up to some degree, and knowing that it's easy to fall victim to what we love so much, being women. We love women. Okay? But we have to be aware, because a lot of women are thirst traps. Okay? Let's read this again in Sirach, also known as the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 36 and verse 22. The beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better. A beautiful woman. See, this is what you women have to know. Men love beautiful women. We love them so much, we desire multiple women. A real man, he desires having more than one woman. And that's something you women have a problem understanding, because a woman, she wants to have 1,000 men within one man. A man wants 1,000 different women. Okay? Because that's just our nature. We love beautiful women. All right? But because of how society is today, it's not really wise for a man to just be plowing every field he comes across, man. Because a lot of these fields are GMO contaminated. All right? The beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better. Let's stay in the book of Sirach, chapter 42 and verse 12. Behold not everybody's beauty, and sit not in the midst of women. So there's women everywhere. There's beautiful women everywhere. But just because there's beautiful women everywhere, you shouldn't even pay it mind every time you see a beautiful woman. Sometimes you just got to look away. Sometimes you just got to assume, man, she probably a demon, man. She probably got a dude. She could have an STD. All right? Every woman that's beautiful shouldn't knock you off your feet, because guess what? As a man, we could fall in love with a woman at first sight. Falling in love at first sight is very real. A man can look at a woman, she can be so drop dead gorgeous that he's willing to drop dead over this bitch. Okay? Behold not everybody's beauty. So there's a lot of beautiful women. So to be caught up in the beauty of a woman, you're going to fall victim to that trap repeatedly, because they're everywhere. You go to a grocery store, you see a woman with some flip-flops, her toes is done, right? You see her wearing some tight-ass booty shorts, man. All right? She got her balloons all out. All right? Her backside, when she walk, it looked like her heart beating. Come on, man. A man loves these things. Her hair nice and long. Okay? Her nails on her hands are done. They're clean. Men love that stuff, man. But they're everywhere. So to fall victim to a woman's beauty, you know, which is easy to do, and seeing that it's everywhere, we have to keep that mentality of knowing, okay, I like women. I love a beautiful woman. But I must not let that get in the way of me serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. I have to be careful, because this woman could ruin my life. She may not be who she is presenting to me right now. These women get around, man. And seeing how they get around, they know how to make a man feel wanted. They know how to make a man feel like she's just that one woman that he needs in his life. Okay? They know how to put on a good show. People know how to perform for each other. Okay? Behold not everybody's beauty, and sit not in the midst of women. Because a group of women, and a lot of times, you know, they're involved with being lesbians. They be snacking on each other's tacos, man. They be trying to talk the other one into committing adultery against her husband. Okay? Talking about how cute another man is and they got a husband at home. Okay? You hear a lot of wicked conversations when you're in the midst of women. And they're all beautiful. But that's a lot of wickedness right there, man. And if you fall victim to a woman's beauty so much, it's going to be easy for you to conform. All right? You becoming a lame just to please a woman who's beautiful, and they're everywhere. A beautiful woman isn't even rare. Okay? That's not even rare, man. Plus, you got men dressing up as trannies who are pulling off the look of a woman. So if beauty is what you're weak to, gotta be very careful. Because there's trannies walking around in society, you wouldn't even know they're women unless somebody told you. Okay? So we have to have, you know, that discipline, knowing that, yeah, we love women. A man loves a beautiful woman. But even within that, we got to be careful. We got to be extremely careful. And us being in this truth, all right, any woman that we deal with, we're adding to her life. We are the top guys. Okay, and that might sound arrogant, but no, we are from above. These people are beneath us, man. And the man is already the head. So anytime you get with a woman, you need to have it in your mind, man, you serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You are a prince. Okay? You have a royal glow stick in your pants, bro. and you just handing it out to these women like it's free candy. Come on, man. You got to leave that old man behind. We got the royal glow stick, man. All right? Behold not everybody's beauty, and sit not in the midst of women. And as much as I love me some women, I'd love to be around a group of women, but a lot of times it's just wickedness there, man. And if you're weak, you find yourself conforming, trying to please these judgmental, bitter bitches, man. A batch of bitches, you gotta be careful, my boy. But anyway, let's go to the book of Sirach 25, also known as the book of Ecclesiasticus, 25 and 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. And that's natural. You see a woman, you thinking about bending her over, or you thinking about doing all these things to her, but you got to have discipline. For one, she can be married, okay? She could be just completely evil, all right? She could have STDs. Not only that, STDs you can't get rid of. She could be a setup artist, all right? It could be a damn tranny, okay? Stumble not at the beauty of a woman. You might be walking and you see this beautiful woman pass you. Next thing you know, you stop everything you're doing and you glancing at her. And as she walking off, you gawking at her backside because her heart beating. You know what I'm talking about. All right. And we love seeing women, man. But see, a part of these women being validated in their mind is the attention that they receive. So we shouldn't stumble at every beautiful woman because they everywhere, man. And these women really feel empowered when you give them, you know, that validation through your eyes. Okay? And men were visual creatures. That's why the Lord made it. When we plow our woman, we can see what we're doing. We see it all. All right? Because we're visual creatures, man. And that's why the Bible tells these women to cover up. Because us as men, naturally, we see something, we thinking things, man. But we have to be aware. We shouldn't have that thought so much because, you know, like I explained, it can go a lot of ways. She can be a tranny, or he can be a tranny. She can be a demon. She can have STDs, a setup artist, all the above, man. Okay, so stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure, because that's what a man wants to do when he sees a beautiful woman. He wants to do his thing. He wants to perform husbandry and get the plowing, man. Okay, he wants to release his seed. Okay? This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 11 and verse 12. Again, there is another that is slow and hath need of help, wanting ability and full of poverty. Yet the eye of the Lord looketh upon him for good, and set him up from his low estate. Let me see. Let me jump back. It might be verse 2. Okay, I'll start at verse 1. Sirach, also known as the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 11 and verse 1. Wisdom lifted up the head of him that is of low degree, and maketh him to sit among great men. Commend not a man or woman for his beauty, neither abhor a man for his outward appearance. So you shouldn't be just strictly looking at a woman for her beauty alone. Okay? When you looking at a woman, because I mean, look, think about it. Jacob, he had two sisters, but he favored the one that was more beautiful, because that's just our vanity. But that shouldn't just be the only thing that we look for in a woman, being her beauty, man, because she can be beautiful, but she's totally ugly. Okay? She can be the most gorgeous woman you've ever seen and bring you the most hell that you've ever carried in your life, man. So you shouldn't just commend a woman just because of beauty alone. Because us as men, we love beautiful women. But there's a lot of beautiful women. They're everywhere. Okay? Commend not a man for his beauty, neither abhor a man for his outward appearance. Just like a woman might be good for you, but you may shun her because she don't look like the woman of your dreams. Okay? You got to be more spiritual, man. You got to judge a woman more than just her beauty. All right? Is she good to you? Is she adding value to your life? Is she sweet? Okay? Like, come on, man. Us as men in this ministry, we got to be on point. Seeing that we love beautiful women, it's easy for that to be a weakness. Okay? Proverbs chapter 31. Proverbs chapter 31 and verse 30. Favor is deceitful and beauty is vain. But a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. So beauty is vain. There's a lot of beautiful women. That's vanity. It means nothing. Because a lot of these beautiful women, they're going to die out here. They're going to have a horrible end. A lot of these women are going to end up being on somebody's plate. A lot of these women are going to end up missing. I'm talking about in these days to come because it's going to get dark out here. Okay, a lot of these women are going to get used for their organs. Okay, a lot of these women are going to be ravished, being put in sex slavery. That's what's coming. I mean, these things are happening already, but it's going to increase. It's going to intensify. The Lord isn't going to deliver a woman just because she looks good. Beauty is vain. If a woman don't fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, she's not going to shake her ass out of a situation, man. Okay? She's not going to be able to sell feet pictures to escape judgment in these days to come. All right? Favor is deceitful and beauty is vain. And beauty, a woman can be ugly and she can throw on makeup and be beautiful because beauty is vain, man. A man can go out of his way to look like a woman and actually pull it off because beauty is vain. Okay? Favor is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. All right? So as much as we love a beautiful woman, it's vanity at the end of the day. All right? Does she actually add to your life? Or are you just looking at her strictly off her beauty alone? Because if it's just about her beauty, and she's a cutie, that's vanity, man. All right? Does she actually reverence you as her husband? All right? Is she actually about being in a relationship with you? Or is she just some jump off? And you might say, well, she's just a piece of ass. Well, that's cool, but now you're just raising the chance of an STD. And typically it's adultery. Because if she's sleeping around, she got different husbands, unless she's telling you up front she's a prostitute, which typically these women are prostitutes. I get it. All right. But we still have to do our best to walk in the guidelines of righteousness, although society makes it hard, man. Anyway, let's go to the book of Sirach again, also known as the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26 and verse 16. As the sun when it ariseth in the high heaven, so is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house. So there's beauty in a woman that comes with her just ordering her household the right way, raising the children right, educating her children to be right. Okay, being a good wife. That's beautiful. Not just her having a beautiful face, man. Okay? Verse 17, as the clear light is upon the holy candlestick, so is the beauty of the face in ripe age. So a man loves a beautiful young woman. Let me jump back. Sirach, also known as the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26 and 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. So beauty, that's amazing. But is she silent? Is she loving? Right? And there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. Does she listen? Does she take instruction from you? Or does she only look good? Because if a woman only looks good, that's not enough. We are the men of the Lord, man. Okay? Even if a woman ain't so cute in the face, if she's willing to be submissive and obedient, her body decent too, I mean, that helps. All right? But come on, man. We have to be men of substance. We're not these same niggas that we used to be in the world, just trying to hit everything that just has a round behind and a vaginal, man. Okay? A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace. Is she faithful? Or is she just pretending to be? And in this society, it's easy for these women to be hoes. So to be only dealing with women because they look good, or you falling for a woman only because she looks good, gotta be careful. There's more things to look into. Okay? And her continent mind cannot be valued. As the sun, when it ariseth in the high heaven, so is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house. As the clear light is upon the holy candlestick, so is the beauty of the face in ripe age. So a man loves him a young, beautiful woman. See, these women of today, they have a problem when a man says he likes him a young woman. Oh, you too old to be dealing with a young woman. Men like young women. Why would a man want to plow in a used up field? Okay, now if the woman's older because he grew with you, that's one thing. But why would the man want to start something new with a woman that's been used up? Other men have all these stories. They have all these memories with this bride. But you can just get you a young, sexy thing. A man loves a young woman, a young, beautiful woman. And this world today looks down upon that. To hell with this world. All right, the Heavenly Father justifies it. All right. As the clear light is upon the holy candlestick, so is the beauty of the face in ripe age. A woman in her prime, a woman that's beautiful in her prime, a man loves that, man. Because we love beautiful women. But that does not come before the Lord. All right. Verse 18. As the golden pillars are upon the sockets of silver, so are the fair feet with a constant heart. And a man loves a woman with some nice, beautiful feet and some nice legs, man. Men love these things. All right. But we should not let these things get in the way of our purpose. And we have to look at a woman for more than just her face and her features. All right. As the golden pillars are upon the sockets of silver, so are the fair feet with a constant heart. So at the end of the day, a man loves a beautiful woman. All right. And knowing that, we should keep in mind that it's easy to fall short because of dealing with these women, man. Okay. We have to keep our balls, man. Don't ever give no woman your balls, bro. Okay. I'll close it with this. I believe it's in Luke chapter 16 and verse 15. And he said unto them, Ye are they which justify yourselves before men, but God knoweth your hearts. For that which is highly esteemed among men is abomination in the sight of God. And a beautiful woman is highly esteemed among men. But if she ain't right, she's an abomination to the Most High. All right. So you women out there, as much as, yeah, we love us some beautiful women. It's easy for y'all to get attention, but that's not enough. All right. And as men in this ministry, you got to have it in your mind like, look, we're of a royal class. We're of the royal seed, man. Any woman that we plow, we are the table. Just because she's getting hit from the back on all fours does not make her the table. Although you could literally set a table on her back. Let me stop, man. I'm going to go on ahead and wrap this up. I pray that this lesson was simple, edifying, easy to understand. And with that, all praises unto our power, the power of Israel, not the power of any other nation. Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wa Rakak Wadash. Until next time, Lord willing, I'll be out to teach later on today. Shalom.